Hey everybody, Adrian back with you for another video. We just started this house right here. Full semi, both sides. They're both mirror images of one another. It's quite a windy day in case you can't tell. The wind is just running on that street. But yeah, so here we are. We have fixed posts in the basement. And that is why you're seeing that contraption right there. I'm going to show you quickly how I get this line. I get this line by chalking right through from one mud sill all the way to the far corner, and we take off the height of the beam plus the 1.5 inch of the plate, and we get that right there. So our beam will go from that beam pocket right there, sit on there, and die in that wall. That's going to be that bearing wall that's going to be there eventually. So we are currently all marked out, all our X's ready to go, and we are struggling to find a steel beam, plural, steel beams that don't seem to be anywhere. So we might have to borrow from another person and cut them to size, if that's what it takes. But this is typical construction in our area, Waterdown, Ontario, and yeah, this will be our 6th stemming on this site. Let me clarify, that's the 3rd set. This will be our 3rd set of 2, so that's where I come up with 6. But it's awesome because they're mirror images. So what we do, because this back concrete isn't the greatest, so we've chalked a reference line right across one end to the other at 6 feet. And this allows and then we pull our measurements off that and then our layout. So we will have our normal layout on this side and our offset layout, 8-inch difference, on that side. You can't have the 2 joists going in line. We got line X back on this side. On the middle party wall, we'll have line X forward. The whole floor is on 60 on center. We have a 15-inch sunk in there, 2x8 that we'll do after the floor. I have my stair opening right here. But what I really wanted to show you is my setup in the bin here. And really neat setup. It's made by a company out of Toronto called Mellow Lift. You can get the phone number there. But yeah, it's made for people who have machines. It's got the forklift inserts here. I believe this is 6'8". I've had this for about 4 years now, and tweaked it along the way. We've added some shelving for extra storage space to keep kind of organized. And I had this. I made this years ago, and it's still standing today. It's where I keep all the guns. See my cordless guns there. Hitachi Posh Load. I'm sure you can recognize them. Going on, I have my sheathing nailer here. This is a great gun. Weighs about 5.5 pounds. It's a pallet nailer, but it nails so fast on the floors when you're sheeting, and it kind of gives your arm a break. Over here, I know I've mentioned in my previous videos, the charger. This thing is a godsend. I simply couldn't do it with a single charger. Got some layout tools here. Got my framing square. Framing squares, more of them hanging there. One of the best tools you could ever purchase is this 40-foot Fatmax tape. It allows you, when you're squaring for your walls, because we always re-square at every stage, it allows you to go 18, 24, 30 sorry, 24, 30, 40, sorry. When you're doing your square. And it's just great for longer spans. I actually haven't used a wind-up long tape in about 9 years. Sorry, I realized I said that wrong. It's 24, 32, 40. My apologies. I was just thinking 8 times 3, 8 times 4, 8 times 5. So yeah. Anyways, we have got a little push light here. Oh, batteries are dead. Top shelf I still got to clean up. I got my glue up there. My compressor here. It is basically a replica of the DeWalt equivalent 15-gallon. And the difference is it's super quiet. I want to show you real quick what I'm talking about. I'll discharge some air. How I can still have a conversation with you guys and it's not a big deal. It is so quiet. It's got 2 pumps on the back, and I think it's I actually own the DeWalt 15-gallon also. It's at home as a spare, but I like this one better because what they've done, they've taken DeWalt's design and they've improved on it. See, I've lost a regulator on a comparable compressor to a DeWalt. When this gets pulled or yanked by somebody, it's going to tip, and the first thing it's going to break your hoses and your regulator, which is behind it. So at that point, you may as well scrap the compressor and start over. So what this does, it's got this roll cage here, and this is the only thing that hits. The hose wrap and this are the only thing that hits. So no, it hasn't happened yet, but it was one of the things I noticed. It's a great design. Also, they've given you a proper drain that's elevated off the floor. So, really cool. Managed to get my hands on some really good framing nails. They're 120s, Hitachi. Got a seal of a deal on 9,000 coils, so bought a whole bunch of boxes for 20 bucks, 2 1/4 times 9,000. Got my coffee maker here, full send always. Got my microwave, wanting to microwave my lunch. What else? Oh, right here. I want to show you a quick little tip I do. I take my plans, these being the standard house plans, and I take them to my guy at Coffee Point, Hamilton. I'm sure if you're in the States, you can take them to a Kinko's or Staples or whatever's out there these days, and they will reduce these plans to a regular legal size sheet. And you can still make out, or at least I can make up all the measurements and all the notes along the way. But it's laminated. You can clip that on your belt. You just throw a hole in there, put a little carabiner on it. Now you're away to the races. And at the end of the house, you give them back this thing, and they're loving you. There's nothing a boss hates more than you hang back in the plans and it looks like dog water. So, guys, quick tip: spend the 20 bucks, get them laminated. You'll save so much time, frustration. They're way easier to work with than these, especially on windy days like today. So there's your complimentary tip of the day. I love cleaning my air nailers. I got the air tool conditioner. I got this stuff. It's the Sluter Bioparts Cleaner. I swear you spray the nail guns, moving parts with that, and dirt you didn't even know existed pours right off. Okay, onto the marking and layout. This, guys, honestly, for your bang for your buck, the best chalk you can buy. I buy it in smaller quantities so it stays nice and fresh. Guys, I've tried all those guys. I've tried the Keeson. I've tried, what is this? The Lufkin. I think that came with the chalk line. Guys, this chuck right here blows it out of the water. I'm not even getting paid to say this, but guys, I'm not even kidding. Awesome. So I got my nails down here. I got my hanger nails. Those are 2.5 inches. Those are my 1.5 inch ones. What else to show you? My guns. Okay, so this gun here, whenever I have townhouses with or landings to do that have to be nailed to the concrete, I use this nailer here exclusively for that. It only shoots the 2 1/4. Got my roofing nailer, Bostitch. Got another A4 right here. Hanger nailer, Hitachi. I got this $40 gadget, Husky from Home Depot. Only thing is, you gotta always remember to tighten this, because for whatever reason it comes loose. I got, when I do the foam houses, I got the Bostitch foam cap nailer. This thing is lightning fast. I have had the Hitachi. Guys, spare yourself the heartache. Buy the Bostitch. It's cheaper to operate, and it actually shoots and doesn't spit 30 caps at you at a time. Got the 2.5 inch hanger nailer. This is when I have LVL to LVL connections. Another roofing nailer, grip right. Okay, a few of you have been asking me about this tool here. It's my my sheathing stapler. Awesome tool. I'm about 6 months in with this tool, and I swear I haven't had one jam. I haven't had to open up that buckle yet. So really cool tool. I don't know, it's pretty standard. Besides that, it has this really cool hook. It can go all the way around. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, it really doesn't matter. So one of my favorite tools to use. And you can use your thumb. You can use your your index finger. Just so comfortable. I was a little bit skeptical because it was such a cheap tool, how it would actually perform when it came down to it. But it's honestly exceeded all my expectations. Guys, there's been a constant debate about strip nailers when it comes to cordless nailers. Honestly, if I was to buy another one today, I would go Hitachi. Why? Because it's cheaper to operate. It's got just as much, if not more power than pass load. And as long as you change out the hook to the Hitachi trim cordless nailer, it'll be awesome for you. What I don't like about this nailer is they give you this massive this hook, and it's so big and bulky, and it just looks like a total afterthought, which it is. So as long as you switch out that hook, you're golden. Guys, where I buy all my nailers is Complete Equipment, and they service everything they sell. The one thing I'm gonna mention is, you see this light right here? They have a tool that it's a nail counter, and they put it to that tool. It's about the size of an oversized pen. They put it to this light, and what it tells you exactly to the single nail how many nails that gun has shot. It tells you also how many misfires it's had. When I took this gun in for service, it was over $400,000. Now, what does that tell me? Well, it's taken a lot of shots. It also tells me that over that time, because of those 400,000 plus shots it's taken, it's cost me a lot of money in these guys. So these guys, for those of you who don't know, they range between $15 and $20 a pop, depending on where you buy them. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up. And to operate this on a roof, you can assume $50 to $60 commitment on fuel alone. So another something to keep in mind when you're choosing between this guy and this guy. So yeah, just thinking if I'm missing anything. So this is the house I'm building right now. Might want to mention that. Put this square away for now. So this is the house that I'm doing. It's pretty big. It's going to be about 4,000 square feet between the two. This is the elevation I have. Very nice and easy. I love it. I like won the lottery with this house. Between the three elevations, I definitely got the easiest one. Not to say that these are hard, but right here you have a balcony. I see work in that. And right here, well, this looks pretty easy too. So it's basically easiest, easier, and a bit of a pain. But yeah, basically this is what you're looking at. This builder is very organized, and they have everything marked. Fire break, rock saw in the floor. They give all your landing heights and sizes, so they really take a lot of the work out of it for you. Now, I was asked from a comment why I don't do any customs, and well, that's not exactly true. I do customs, but part of the advantage to doing tract homes like this is the fact it's pretty turnkey. Not a whole lot of changes, and you're not taking out your Sawzall and being frustrated and feeling guilty of overcharging for things or things of that nature. So it's really pros and cons, whatever your interests lie. But oh, I forgot to mention a trusty chainsaw for cutting out all my door plates. Awesome tool, highly recommend it. I've had the Milwaukee, not the Milwaukee, I've had the Makita version equivalent, and this one, kid you not, blows it out of the water. Got my blower here, you can barely see it. Alright guys, hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will be posting a video coming up on how I lay out the floor. How I lay out the walls, wall locations, how I crown in everything, all the openings. And that it will probably be my next video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please guys, start subscribing. My son showed me the studio part of YouTube yesterday, and he said he said, Dad, only 6% of your viewers are actually subscribed. You need to ask them to subscribe. So here's me asking you to please subscribe. It means a lot. Awesome. Let me know what kind of content you want to see in the future. Take care, be safe, and have a great day. Bye now.